Good evening, I'm Elena Burdine and welcome to The 7. Let's get a look at the big 7 stories right now, and topping the list tonight, a shocking act of violence just blocks from the White House as 2 National Guard members were shot in what officials call an ambush-style attack. The president now saying that one of them, 20-year-old Army Specialist Sarah Beckstrom, is now dead. Washington correspondent Basil John has more from D.C.
On Thanksgiving morning, federal investigators identified the 2 National Guard members shot in broad daylight Wednesday. 20-year-old Specialist Sarah Beckstrom and 24-year-old Staff Sergeant Andrew Wolf of the West Virginia National Guard were on duty in D.C. when the suspect came around a corner and opened fire.
I ask every American today to keep them in their thoughts and prayers as you go about your day.
Prosecutors say the gunman is 29-year-old Rahmanullah Khanawal, an Afghan national.
He drove his vehicle across country from the state of Washington with the intended target of coming to our nation's capital.
U.S. Attorney Janine Pirro says the suspect came to the U.S. as part of the Operation Allies Welcome in 2021. He worked with U.S. intelligence partner forces in Afghanistan. Investigators say they're still searching for a motive.
This is a coast-to-coast investigation being led right here in Washington, D.C., and this subject definitely did pick the wrong country.
FBI Director Kash Patel says agents are carrying out searches in Washington state and San Diego. After the shooting, D.C. officials say other Guard members sprinted toward the gunfire and subdued the shooter within minutes.
No additional victims were harmed, and the scene was secured.
The attack is now being investigated as an act of terrorism.
Somebody drove across the country, came to Washington, D.C. to attack America. And that person will be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law.
President Trump ordered 500 more National Guard members to Washington as the FBI moves forward with what it calls a complex national investigation. Reporting in Washington, I'm Basil John.
And the suspect in this incident is facing multiple felony charges, with prosecutors warning they will likely be upgraded with Beckstrom's death. We, of course, will keep you updated as this investigation continues. Up next, in Sevier County, a traffic stop conducted as part of his ongoing investigation led to the recovery of over $3,000, various narcotics, and a gun. Information gathered during that traffic stop allowed officers to obtain a search warrant, and during the search, they found $3,500, heroin, meth, fentanyl, a gun, and a number of other drugs. 2 individuals were arrested in connection with this investigation and now face multiple charges related to narcotics and weapons offenses. Well, taking a look now at how people are giving back this Thanksgiving holiday, the Mobile Meals Kitchen run by the Knox County Community Action Committee was buzzing this morning as volunteers packed up hundreds of Thanksgiving meals for homebound seniors. Over 150 volunteers spent their Thanksgiving delivering those hot meals to 700 homebound seniors, making sure that no one in Knoxville is left behind or goes without that holiday meal. The seniors received a warm, nutritious plate and, thanks to local kids, a gift bag filled with handmade crafts to bring a little extra holiday cheer. But Mobile Meals provides far more than just food. This is about a welfare check and a friendly face, sometimes the only one a senior might see all day. CIC Mobile Meals Program Manager Sarah Keel says that moment of connection can mean everything, especially on Thanksgiving.
I think everyone walks away from today just feeling so wonderful. The volunteers who go and visit, the people who are receiving the meals and the checks, and us who get to see everyone pull up and grab the meals and get excited about going. So it's just, it's a really wonderful feeling to know that this is all happening today.
Keel tells 6 News they are always in need of new volunteers, especially with Christmas coming up. For information on how to get involved, you can go to WATE.com. And looking at another Knoxville group that is sharing the love with its community, KARM marked its 39th annual Thanksgiving celebration today, serving hundreds of people who need a warm place to feel seen. Volunteers and staff say the day was about dignity, comfort, and community. KARM served around 300 meals across 2 lunch seatings. The kitchen prepared more than 40 turkeys, with Rothschild Catering donating classic Thanksgiving sides. Random acts of flowers also added centerpieces, and more than 100 volunteers helped to create a welcoming holiday space for guests.
We want to replicate the holidays in the best way possible for the men, women, and children coming through our doors. This is one of my favorite events. As you can see, it just looks beautiful, and we couldn't do this without great partnerships with a lot of different organizations.
KARM says events like this remind guests that they are not alone during the holidays. And over in Cocke County, the effects of Hurricane Helene are still being felt today, and that's why the people in Newport came together to feed over 100 people in need this Thanksgiving. Two local charities, Touch of Grace and Operation Therapy, partnered with Simple Cafe to make sure every person received a delicious Thanksgiving meal. Chelsea Bryant spearheaded this effort in honor of her late mother.
My mother's name is Lisa Hannon. She has always had a servant's heart, and she used to always make sure that her neighbors were taken care of, and anyone in need she came across, she tried her best to always reach out to them and just do the best she could to take care of them.
Brian's mother died 2 years ago, but her memory lives on in every person Touch of Grace feeds in Newport. And over at Zoo Knoxville, humans aren't the only ones chowing down on the turkey today. One of the zoo's residents, a Cuban crocodile named Mikel, had a turkey dinner lowered into his enclosure by a crane. Look at that. He approached from the water before jumping into the air to get that turkey in its entirety. Every year, keepers provide the crocodiles with turkeys as a seasonal treat to encourage this natural behavior, including that explosive vertical jump that Cuban crocodiles are known for. And our last Big 7 story is that holiday weather this weekend. Conditions across our area have been pretty sunny, but a little chilly today. But will we be seeing rain with those low temps soon? Meteorologist Zach Gilday is over in the Storm Center with a look at that forecast. Hey, Zach.
That's right, Elena. Many questions for the upcoming forecast. We have multiple chances for rain and maybe even some wintry precipitation. But for right now, tonight it's looking quiet in Knoxville. Right now, 41 degrees. 8 degrees cooler than what we saw at this time yesterday. So we are on that cooling trend, and tonight temperatures will be back down to below freezing. High pressure building in from the west, giving us quiet weather. Tracking a few snow showers off to our north, a system moving onshore the Pacific Northwest, but for us in East Tennessee, it's going to be a quiet night, but you're probably wondering about travel impacts. A pretty busy travel weekend. Friday, I think we're looking good. Impacts will be seen though across the northern plains, across the northern Rockies, but Tennessee area looking good. Some issues will come into play come Saturday. Big storm system moving in, expecting some heavy snow across portions of the Midwest. For us, the day looks dry, but there will be some chances for rain building in for the overnight Saturday into early Sunday morning. Tonight, though, getting pretty cold, back in the mid-20s. If you have weekend plans, here's what we can expect. Increasing clouds and chilly Saturday, leading to some rain Sunday night, and some more rain next week is expected. It might be cold enough for some wintry mix action. We'll time it all out, and much more coming up in weather.
Zach, thank you. And with cold temperatures and rain in the forecast, it's a good idea to have our free Storm Team 6 weather app with you. You can use it to track storms and changing temperatures wherever you are. So to download it, you can scan this QR code on your screen or search Knoxville Weather in the App Store or Google Play.